5 races down, 5 to go, and what better place to continue than the famed and historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race 6 in season 4 of the NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series here on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. Last time out, we saw Martin Truex Jr. lock himself into the playoffs by winning at Kansas Speedway. Now let's take a look at the breakdown of this track. 4 turns and 2.5 miles make up this brick-shaped racetrack. Our last track winner was Kevin Harvick back in race 16 of the NASCAR Cup Series in June 2021. Drivers should look out for turn number 1, where a 5-car pilot with 5 laps to go brought out the red flag. Another zone drivers should be careful of is turn number 4, where 4 cars tangled to bring out the yellow flag for the Brickyard 400 on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. And with only 2 races left in the regular season, drivers who are outside the cutoff are running out of opportunities to lock their spot in the playoffs. We're going to take a look at who could potentially lock their spot right after our Ally Financial drivers to watch for. Coming up first in our drivers to watch for is the 84 of Jimmy Johnson. He is our pole winner for today's race. The 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion also has a couple of Super Speedway wins under his belt. He'll be starting alongside his former teammate Alex Bowman, the current owner of the 48 car. He needs a recovery from a really rough season. Coming up next in our drivers to watch for is Martin Truex Jr., your Season 1 Hot Wheels Cup Series champion. He won the last race at Kansas. He'll be starting to the inside of row 5 next to his teammate Denny Hamlin. He'll be starting in the 10th position today. He's looking for a second win. And the last of our drivers to watch for is the 22 of Joey Logano. He's struggled in qualifying. We're going to see if he can recover from qualifying to make it to the front and potentially contend for a win. As now we take a look at our Pertec starting grid for today's race. Jimmy Johnson in the 84 and Alex Bowman in the 48 will lock out the front row. And behind them is Shane Van Gisbergen with his best start of the season next to Super Speedway specialist Ryan Blaney. In row 3 it's Carson Hocevar and Harrison Burton. And it's Daniel Hemrick and Kyle Busch behind them in row 4. Rounding out the top 10 is Joe Gibbs Racing teammates Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. And it's Jonathan Nemechek and defending champion Kyle Larson behind them in row 6. Row 7 sees Brody Kostecki lined up next to Austin Cindric, followed by Austin Dillon in the 3 and Daniel Suarez in the 99. And it's William Byron and BJ McLeod behind them. Rounding out the top 20 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 7 and Chase Elliott in the 9, followed by Joey Logano in the 22 and Ty Dillon in the 16. And it's Darrell Wallace Jr. next to Christopher Bell behind them. And it's Ross Chastain next to Ty Gibbs. And behind them it's the 45 of Tyler Reddick and the 41 of Ryan Preece, followed by Noah Gragson and Justin Haley. And it's Brad Keselowski and Chase Briscoe behind them, followed by the 4 of Josh Berry and the 43 of Eric Jones. And it's Zane Smith in the 71 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. And all by himself is Chris Buescher in the 17. Now let's take a look at our Microsoft race rundown. It's a 10-lap race around this 2.5-mile Brickyard Speedway. The stage bonus will be awarded on lap 3, and this is the penultimate race of the regular season. So drivers who are currently outside the cutoff are going to have to make the most of other drivers' mistakes in order to make their way to the front and make it above that cut line. Now the drivers are going to fire the engines and roll off here for what is sure to be an exciting race. Can Shane Van Gisbergen get his first win of his career? Can Jimmy Johnson snag another victory? It's time to find out. Now the pace car leads the field down the front stretch and peels off the pit road. The green flag is in the air. We are racing here in Indy. As Shane Van Gisbergen forces it 3 wide, he's already up into the lead. Carson Hocevar goes to the inside of Jimmy Johnson for the second position. He's going to get it off turn number 3, but out of turn number 4, Jimmy Johnson goes to the inside to complete the first lap. Johnson takes second back, and now he's going to try to close the gap between himself and Shane Van Gisbergen. Coming around turns 3 and 4, Johnson drives it in hard to close the gap. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. Then we got trouble in turn 4. It's Brody Kostecki and Joey Logano. That'll bring out the yellow flag to end the stage. Shane Van Gisbergen is going to pick up the win. And as we take a look at the real-time replay, it looks like Joey Logano tried to go too aggressive coming into turn number 4, and Brody Kostecki, an innocent bystander, caught up in the mess. Here's another look in slow motion. Looks like Joey Logano slid up the track, making an aggressive move on Kostecki, and that was an unfortunate event to take both drivers out of the race. As we take a look at our stage results, Van Gisbergen picks up 10 valuable points, but considering he's a part-time driver, he will not get the bonus point for the playoffs. Daniel Hemrick, Carson Hocever, Martin Truex Jr. will get stage points as well. As we're going to take a break to clean up the mess, and we'll be right back after this for the second and final stage. Be sure to keep it tuned right here. Have you ever wondered how you can have every race of the Hot Wheels Cup Series at your fingertips? Head over to the playlist section of my channel and scroll down a little bit. You'll see a little section containing all playlists with every race of the Hot Wheels Cup Series. From there, you can select the race you wish to watch. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and also follow me on all my social media platforms linked in the channel's description, and enjoy all the action here on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. Welcome back. You're watching the NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series Season 4 Race 6. It's time to get underway with stage number 2. Now the pace car makes the dive to pit road and the green flag flies once again. 7 laps to go in this race. And it's not a good start for Jimmy Johnson. Daniel Hemrick gets up into the second position. Martin Truex Jr. gets up into third. 31 car chasing down the 97. Coming around turn 6 laps to go. Hemrick to the outside. He's going to take the lead away from Van Gisbergen. Down the backstretch, Van Gisbergen dives to the inside. He fakes high. He goes back low. He's going to take the lead back from Daniel Hemrick. 5 laps to go this time by. And then we trouble at turn 3. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, and Austin Dillon. Caution is out here with only 5 laps to go. Let's take a look at the real-time replay. Looks like Kyle Busch got loose coming into turn number 3, and Austin Dillon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. both had nowhere to go. Great job by Harrison Burton in case he came to avoid it. Here's another look in slow motion. Looks like Kyle Busch got loose coming into turn number 3. Austin Dillon piles into the back, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets heavy front aero damage. Great job by everyone else to avoid it. But it's going to be a tough break for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's locked into the playoffs, but he might lose his points lead. We will find out soon enough, though. The wreckage is all cleared up, and this will set up a 3-lap to go restart. Shane Van Gisbergen and Daniel Hemrick will lead us back to the green flag. As they come out of turn 4, down the front stretch, the pace car pulls onto pit road, and the green flag flies once again. 3 laps to go in this race. And Ty Gibbs is already going to try to challenge Shane Van Gisbergen for the lead, as Jonathan Nemechek gets up to the 3rd position. Coming around turn 4, 54, chasing 97, 2 laps to go, as Hemrick gets up to 3rd. Meanwhile, Ty Gibbs is continuing to chase down the 54, Shane Van Gisbergen. He's going to have one more lap, this time by. White flag is in the air. Gibbs dives to the inside. He's not going to get there. Coming into turn number 2, Gibbs dives it in hard. He takes the lead away from Shane Van Gisbergen. Gisbergen tries to the inside. It's not going to work. Ty Gibbs down the final stretch. It's going to be Ty Gibbs to win here at Indianapolis and pick up his first career Hot Wheels Cup Series win. Here's another look at how he got it done. Coming into turn number 1, Ty Gibbs takes an aggressive high line, and he was able to use that momentum to make a late dive bomb to the inside of Shane Van Gisbergen in turn number 2. As we take a look at the turn 3 incident, Shane Van Gisbergen dove back to the inside of Ty Gibbs. He overdrove the exit of turn number 3, and that was just enough to give Ty Gibbs the inside lane advantage to help him to his first career NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series win. And with this, he will join the other 5 drivers in the 2024 NASCAR Hot Wheels Cup Series playoffs. Congratulations to the 54 driver. Now let's take a look at our overall race results. As you can see, Shane Van Gisbergen comes in with a season and career best 2nd place finish, with Daniel Hemrick following suit in 3rd. Kyle Larson comes home 4th. Alex Bowman with a nice finish. He comes home 8th, followed by Austin Cindric. And Harrison Burton rounds to the top 10, followed by Ty Dillon in 11th. Justin Haley 13th. Ryan Blaney rounds to the top 20. And Jimmy Johnson falls all the way down to 16th after starting front row. A tough break for drivers like Josh Berry, Zane Smith, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and especially Dale Earnhardt Jr., Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Brody Kostecki. tough race for all these guys. It's going to hurt them in the points, and we're going to take a look at our points in a moment. This may even cost Dale Earnhardt Jr. the points lead. Now we'll take a look at our point standings. Kyle Larson has now gained a 12-point lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ty Gibbs locks himself into the playoffs with this win today. And at the moment, Brad Keselowski and Tyler Reddick are the last two drivers making it into the playoffs based on points. Josh Berry is only 1 point out, and it's a bit of a ways back to Ryan Blaney. Then Christopher Bell, Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe. A lot of these guys still have a chance to make it in on points, but it's going to be very close. With only one race left in the regular season, only 2 more spots can be claimed. And all of these drivers down here are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. But with only 1 race left in the regular season, anything can happen. Any of these full-time drivers down here can surprise the competition. Well, that's all the time we have here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I hope you all enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow all my social media platforms linked in the channel description. Congratulations once again to Ty Gibbs. The regular season finale from the Music City in Nashville will be out very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's race from the Arctic Fox Racing Network. I'm Arctic Fox, and I'll see you at the finish line. Stay frosty.